To be real, cardio just keeps me fresh. Nah,
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up.
Alright guys, Weightsnbeats here. I'm here with Kwame and Kwame's partner in crime, Fresh, as he's referred to as. In today's video, we're just going to talk about cardio and the benefits and negative things about cardio just as a whole. Start with a question for Kwame. How does cardio affect your training? More or less on a positive standard view.
I think personally that cardio is quite important, generally for your heart, especially when muscle building, you start to stack on mass and your heart can't keep up with it. So it's good for you to be able to strengthen those heart muscles, and that's what cardio does. Another thing cardio is great for is for recovery. So you're doing some big leg sets and in between,
flushes blood around the body.
Exactly. So all that blood flow.
Oxygen.
Exactly, and that's your body needs it. So helping with that recovery in between sets as well. Active recovery at the same time as well. So speeds up your recovery time from your DOMS, which is your delayed onset muscle soreness. So then it gives you the opportunity to train with more frequency. So yeah, it gives you more opportunity to grow.
Fresh, what's your take on cardio and how it affects your training?
number one reason why I like to do cardio is to just kind of sweat out my waterway.
Yeah.
Number two is just to keep my food.
Lean.
It keeps me lean and just keeps my food moving throughout my body, so I don't get stuck with like bodybuilder
So it
gut.
improves digestion.
Yeah, it definitely improves my digestion with all the food that I'm eating, and I try to keep gut-friendly foods in me.
Yeah.
And like Kwame said, just strengthening the heart and getting rid of that DOMS.
Exactly. And I think with the cardio too, correct me if I'm wrong, but it just keeps excess body fat off.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can afford to eat certain foods, have a bit more leeway with your diet.
Exactly. Another thing, like we were saying, is speeds up your metabolism. It's also a great way to speed up your metabolism and allows you to eat more, like you were saying. So just emphasizing on your point that you just made.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be so strict with your diet if you keep your cardio regular. Like, what's the recommended thing for cardio? Like, would you do 15 minutes before your session or after as a maintenance?
I think about 15 to 20 minutes after a session can be good. I still think it depends on your goal and what you're trying to achieve. If you're in an off-season state, for instance with bodybuilding, even if you're doing it like 2 or 3 times a week, that's still good enough. I mean, just keeping that little bit of cardio in will keep you nice and trim. Keep a little bit of the water weight off so you can actually see where you're at as well.
Because I notice when you maintain a certain body fat, when you make progress, you can see it more.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You can see the muscles, the fibers, the separation, stuff like that. Definitely. So I think that's it's very overlooked, cardio.
Oh, definitely. I reckon it's very overlooked. And you know what they say, bodybuilding is not just a physical sport, it's also a mental sport.
Yes.
I mean, if you see yourself progressing, it makes it so much easier for you to move forward and keep pushing and stay in the game. And whoever stays in the game longer is whoever's gonna win and make the most out of it.
To speak on that mental thing, cardio helps me slow down my thought process, to be real.
I agree. I actually
because so many times I just catch myself just on the go, in the gym on the go. But when I get on the treadmill and walk, or I'm just walking around the city, give me time to think. Listen to my music.
Walking in general is just good for overall well-being.
It's good for me. Yeah, I feel really good after a good walk or jog.
I think what I found as well is like before I work out, I'll do my usual 10 minutes, put my headphones in, and just it kind of gets me in the zone.
Yeah.
So that way I've got blood pumping around my whole body. I'm ready to work out. Because I know if you jump in straight to a workout without warming up, you don't feel like.
Oh, and 100%, and I agree. As one of my idols, Pat Green, does himself. He jumps on a stepper or like even a treadmill, and he basically
get your thought process
he visualizes his workout as well, and I think that's really important. A lot of people forget the mental side, not ruling out the physical side, but a lot of people forget the mental side of it too.
I think that's probably
obviously
the sport's very physical. But if you don't have your mindset, I don't think you're really gonna push past that point.
Yeah,
you want to get to where you're trying to go. If you ain't got the mentality, you want to get to.
Also, training with a purpose. Like if you're just training, yes, to maintain a healthy lifestyle, but I think if you're training for something with a purpose, it just makes it that whole lot easier.
It does, and I 100% agree on that.
Obviously, when you're prepping for a contest, that's also where cardio comes into it. And then when that process happens, does the cardio go up? intensity wise?
Yeah. So this all works basically on our energy output. So obviously when we ingest food, we take in energy, so our energy intake and our energy output. So you want the amount of energy that you actually expending out to be more than your intake in order for you to lose body fat, which we all agree on. So now when we have cardio, our metabolism is sped up, more calories are burned as well. So in that sense, it's actually easier, for us to burn more body fat in that sense. But also with our body having something called homeostasis, which basically adapts to everything that we do. Eventually, I think it's really good to structure your cardio in different ways so you can slowly increase it over time.
Does that mean switching up different types of cardio or intensity levels?
Yeah, so I like to start, I usually start with steady state cardio and then further into comp, I increase my cardio and I start to add some HIIT cardio into it. So high intensity cardio. So yeah, it really depends on your structure, and like as long as you've got a plan that's gonna tackle it, and it's not keeping exactly the same thing all throughout your competition, I feel like you make more progress.
I totally agree with that. I think cardio is just, like I said, overlooked, and then it's used for prepping for a comp. It's used to just maintain general health and well-being. Obviously, it's going to improve your performance in the gym, more or less your endurance, to push out more repetitions, to push through the last half of the workout. I know sometimes you get to halfway through the workout and you feel stuff sometimes, and I think incorporating cardio is going to improve that and just obviously help your overall training as a whole.
Yeah, definitely. And you see, like, I see a lot of people sometimes dropping their calories to ridiculous amounts, like let's say 500 calories and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to eat in calorie deficit anyway, but another ways you could also increase your cardio. I'd rather do more work than less. So don't get me wrong, I will drop my calories as I go as well.
But I think dropping it at the right time is important.
Exactly, and there's certain levels that you don't want to drop to because your body adapts to it, and your metabolism starts
doesn't it slow down if you drop it too quickly?
It does as well. So your body adapts to everything. So you know, if you drop it too fast, and you know you give it enough time for it to adapt, it's gonna think
and
that's
then
your
also
next
that thing,
phase
muscle memory comes into it.
Yeah.
So when you go through a cutting phase and you do it gradually, I think your body's going to remember that.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You got to do it week by week, don't you?
I think one huge thing that's overlooked, like doing comp prep, because I did my first comp prep with Kwame last year. And overall, my overall fitness level after that comp prep for the year, like this affected me for a whole year, was just better. Like I was able to, my endurance in the gym was much better. Like
especially when you train legs.
Yeah, most definitely. So we've been doing like
so shredded.
Yeah, man.
We dropped what 9 kilos in like 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And like he was still eating quite a lot. Like eating quite a lot. So he did the work, he put in the hard work, and you know, like there's no shortcuts around it.
Yeah, here's a photo of me about a year ago to the date actually. And I got pretty shredded last year during my cardio cycle. First we started out with 3 times a week, then we started out with 4 times, and then went to 5, and then it went to twice a day, 5 times a week. Yeah, it did.
It was crazy.
And we started at 30 minutes, and then went to 45 minutes, and then it went to 60. And I was with the 60 with 30 minutes in the morning, and then I do 10 on the stair stepper, and then I do 20 HIIT. So if you can imagine that with a high rep scheme,
that's when you get to work.
I got pretty shredded real quick, real fast, and my calories weren't too low. They were right in the mid-range, right where I needed to be.
And also, this is a little off topic, but isn't it when before a comp, obviously you're so depleted, is that when you intake more high glycemic carbohydrates to get you pumped up before the show?
Yeah, so generally like an old school way of doing it is to basically deplete your body of carbs and then put them back in afterwards, so put the carb up.
Alright guys, well that's basically just the overall type thing on cardio, the positives, how to use it from a health point of view, and also for prep for a competition. I hope you gained something from this video. and thanks for watching. Featuring Kwame and Fresh. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys.
Peace. Nutella protein squares.
Don't look at it. Don't look at them.
Sure, Freshian up. Let's see how she going.
Whoa! Hey!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once she's got her mindset, nothing stopping at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can she beat the freshman? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fresh is still nervous. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, you got 31, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32! She gets that extra chicken nugget. Oh my god. She gets extra chicken nuggets for those ones. I lost count as well. 41?
It's 40.
40, 40, 40. 40. She's showing boys now. How do you feel?
Oh!
Freshly excited about that. That means she's getting amazing gains.
You know what? The word is motivated. That's motivation right there.
Exactly.
She's pushing herself to the limits, and that's it. That's what leg day is.
Right there.
She's showing the boys up, and that's how it's done. Well done, Maya. Good stuff. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.